welcome to Adjust the Volume. Na salut tout le monde qui branche Adjust the Volume. My name is Guylaine Berry, your host today with Adjust the Volume until the message is clear. Today is a special day. I love music, and as you know, the title is Adjust the Volume. It's because I think that we have the power to adjust our own volume. So today, we have a recording artist that is in our community. And a lot of times, our own people, we don't highlight them enough. So today, I'm with Linda Porsha Estime, that is going to tell us a little bit about herself, and hopefully, she'll bless us with a song or maybe a sound. So, for those of you that are watching this interview today, I would love it if you could like, share, and also subscribe to our channel. And remember, for more information, you can always go to sakpasemedia.com or adjustthevolume.com. Once again, I really appreciate the fact that you're taking time to get to know our artist today, Porsha. And I hope you will also be part of her network and also listen to some of her songs. I am proud to be here with her and also listening to a little bit more about her. I've seen her in the community with friends. We talk all the time, but there are parts of the story that I may not know that you're gonna know and find out along with me. So welcome to Adjust the Volume with Guylaine Berry. Porsha, thank you for taking the time. Man, I love everything. Welcome, Porsha. How are you doing today?
I am doing so well today, especially with that introduction, guys. I mean, thank you. Thank you for seeing me, and especially for knowing that there are artists out there that are unsung.
Yes, and talking about artists that are out there that a lot of people don't know about. How long you've been singing, and what pushed you, propelled you to become an artist, a singer?
I feel like starting with the song, It's the Same Old Story. I started in church, as most of us did, 5 years old. I'm a pastor's kid, and my father, whether it was his church or whenever we went to somebody's church, he would push me to sing, and my sister would have to do poetry. And the way they actually found out that I could sing, I used to make fun of people. And there was this television show, I'm about to show my age, but there was this television show called Give Me a Break by Nell Carter. I don't know if you remember her, but I would make fun of her voice. And then from there, I would just make fun of everybody, Whitney Houston, Mariah, whoever. And then they were like, oh, Tifisa Kashonte. And it started from there. And, well, how far do you want me to go? I mean, from the
We are going to go a little bit deeper than just you being a singer, because a lot of times we talk about the things that we doing now, but we want to know a little bit more about you. I know you have many other talents as well, and I want my listeners, my subscribers, and for you to get to know who this person is. She mentioned that her father is a pastor. What's your father's name? How many siblings do you have? And how did you make an adjustment and that triggered you making some changes in your life? What circumstance triggered something important in your life and say, you know what, I want to make a change. I want to make an adjustment. And tell us more about that. So who are you?
I just feel like I stepped into Superstore Sunday. So Oprah, I guess I'm going to need a couch right about now. But I am a PK, so yes, I came with a lot of baggage in this world. I am someone who, I'm going to go back to the music and then I'll go into the path. But I remember seeing Bob Marley, and I saw what he did, and to me that was freedom, because I was brought up in such a strict upbringing. And I went to private school for a good bit of my life, and then I was thrown into public school. And then I'm Haitian American in New York City, which is where I was born also. And it was a lot to deal with because the identity crisis happened to me, and it happened for a good while in my life, where it's like, are you Christian here, or you have to be Haitian at home, and you're more American here, but you don't really fit in with the Americans, and there's so much going on. There's so many narratives, and so I was also one of those kids that I had all the energy for people, but then I'd love to throw away by myself and just be alone because I had an imagination. Lord knows I did.
You had, or you still
I
do?
still do. I still do. And if we're gonna get deep, because this everything correlates with my music, because I don't separate my life from my music, because I only want to sing from a place that I've walked, I know, or I want to be. And so depression came in because when you don't fit in anywhere, I literally never fit in anywhere at all. And I dare say with my family, but it's not like a negative thing, but it was more so I thought differently. I saw things differently. And I'm there with my siblings, but for some reason, they see it this way, I see it this way, and life just became painful. Because it's like now I have to, in high school, I had somewhat of a mature mindset, and I had to pretend and lower my language or what I really know so I could fit in. So whenever I would speak, the room would shut down and the kids would be like, "What did she just say?" So when I joked around, I was better received. So my identity got squished and squashed, and yeah, I had that struggle.
Thank you for sharing. There is something that you, as a Haitian woman, that you were bold enough to share with us. And I am going to go a little bit deeper with that because you mentioned something about depression. So many times, us women, we put on a makeup, we put on some beautiful clothes, high heels, and we take off and go. And not knowing that, we are inspiring other people through the way we carry ourselves. And being a Christian woman, for you to have the boldness, the guts, the you know ability to even share with us that yes, there are times things are difficult emotionally, mentally, and knowing that you are a singer. When you step on stage, people are happy. And that's why I come about the title of my book, Adjust the Volume Until the Message is Clear. And this show that is called Adjust the Volume is because in 2019, I'm like, man, that depression thing is real because my mom passed away. And that's when I was really dealing with some issues. Then I'm like, wow. Then 2020, a lot of people were talking and more open about depression and loneliness and, different mental health issues that people are dealing with. So tell us more about how you are able to make the adjustment to make sure that you don't let it sink in. You don't, you adjust the volume and you make sure that the message is clear. So whatever that is coming in, you don't let it sit down and make it home in your head.
I'm gonna go deep because you just made it a safe zone. So prior, when I even mentioned it, I mentioned it like a past thing, and I love that you're asking me that now because it's something that I'm still managing. And there's it's let's go a little bit in the Bible. I always remind myself of Prophet Elijah. He would have great victories and turn around and be like, "Oh, why am I alive? Why did I live?" And I relate to that a lot. And it's again, it's still that juggling, finding your voice and your true identity, and knowing that when you make that choice, what's in your head that tells you you're going to offend people or you're going to be rejected by people, it's mostly in your head. It's mostly in your head. So as far as managing that, I keep that in my mind. Whatever things are lovely, whatever things are pure. So I kind of go to like either us, like let's say I'm upset or I'm feeling down, I'm like scripture about anger. I'm like, okay, that'll calm me down. Or I'll YouTube something, or I'll watch something that'll just like bring my spirits up or help me get it out. And because the one thing I realized, you don't have to ignore or think it's wrong to be angry or sad. Acknowledging it, but letting it know exactly where it's going to go works better than trying to suppress it or act like it shouldn't be here or like there's something wrong with you that it's there. It's about the balance because those same emotions they propel you to do such amazing things, you know?
Yeah. And I'm glad that you're sharing that with us. As a Christian woman myself, so many times we tend to just listening to music and you think that it's going to work. We used to work. But there are other resources that you just mentioned, like trying to find something motivational on YouTube that can inspire you. Bible verses. To tell the truth, as I'm getting older, I used to read my Bible a lot when I was younger. However, I'm understanding things differently. I'm like, that's what that verse meant. That's how I'm able to connect with different verses that are in the Bible. That's and even some personality. And I'm like, wow. So now I understand that there are two women authors in the Bible, books that are named after women in the Bible, which is Ruth and Esther. I'm like, oh my God. Like, here it is that all the 66 books of the Bible, I'm like, wow. And here it is that I'm able to connect with some of the verses, the passages, the characters. And Jesus is such a good friend. And sometimes we tend to think that, oh, you know what, it's just about. No, when you are a child of God, He takes you places and He reveals Himself to you. So I hope today, through Porsha's story, you can also connect, have a better connection with God and with the the God that you have within you. So a lot of times we tend to compare our experience with God to somebody else's experience. God reveals Himself to us different ways and make sure that you have your own experience with Him. So tell us more about your experience with God. Because you were raised at church. And I see your father, whenever he has some downtime, he's reading his Bible.
All the time. I took this man on a cruise, and he had his Bible. I'm like, Dad, you don't have to have a margarita, but you could enjoy everything else. But you know, it's being a pastor's kid. It's kind of like when you are used to always having something. Let's say your parents are rich and you're used to having everything. You actually get to a point where you don't care for it anymore, or you're thinking maybe there's more, there's something better out there. So I went through that phase where I had to learn from my own self. And I like that you said that, but for me, it's actually literally a daily thing. Jesus is something like, it's funny to say his name because I usually call him Yeshua. You know, I just like to feel a little closer because I'm the type, so I have an imagination. I like to feel like he's actually right there so that I can take the relationship, you know, in that manner as well. And I like that you're even doing this right now because I needed to hear that back when I was younger to incorporate him in everything. I always gave him a place in church or whatever, whatnot. But even recently, the things that he's refining in me, you know, I broke my leg, my ankle, and you know, like they said, it's a blessing in disguise. I'm learning so much about me. I'm learning so much about him, but most importantly, the gifts that he actually placed in me. You know, some people call it synchronicity, or they would even go with psychic, and I don't, and I wouldn't even go there. But the prophetic gifts that he is pulling out of me right now through this situation, it amazes me. And what's kind of jarring is, like we were talking about depression, is I'm still like, God, you use me, but I'm like this, you know. So I'm sometimes I sit with him and I'm like, do you know why you shouldn't use me? And I want to like give him some details, and it just baffles me because sometimes when I do allow for me to know how loved I am by him or how much he is operating in my life, I literally find myself as a passenger listening to me either praying or speaking to someone or coming through with someone or ministering to them. So that's what I would say this gift gave me. But I struggled when I was a teenager. I was put in charge of children probably a little way too soon. I was a kid myself. I was a treasurer. I was doing Sabbath school and all of that. I loved God, but I didn't know how to bring him to college. I mean, school, junior high, or anything like that. When I was in private school, it worked, but when I was in public school, it was like, ooh, you're gonna have to go on pause. You don't work here, you know. But and I love this generation because I see a lot of younger people that are actually celebrating, living their life, living out loud, have their different colored hair, look a certain way that people normally would think, God will only work with you this way. And then he, like they said, he will use the foolish things to confound the wise. And he'll turn around and use somebody that you think like, not that tattoo guy, not that person.
Yeah.
And he's the one that's over here just bringing the light and the salt and the love all over the world. Yeah.
You know, it's so interesting seeing and hearing some of the people that you admire, you see them and you love their energy and all those things. I'm learning so much here today. And there is a reason why we are sitting here and to know who you are. Because a lot of times there are talents that you have. People only see one set of talents and not knowing how come you make it to be this grand dame. So one of the things that I would like to, I've seen you performing and singing other people's songs very well. And this year, I noticed that you have all your own songs that you have recorded as well. So one of them that I really like, I Am That I Am, and that song means so much to me as a woman, and where I am these days. What propelled you to write this song, and what inspired you to write that song?
Brace yourself.
And if you can sing it to us, that would be awesome.
I'll sing a section that really matters to me. I was watching a documentary because along with being a Christian woman and also being a creative, I also have concerns. And like I said, I have family in politics, and I know I have that type of blood. So what I choose to do instead is to put it in a lane I believe that's more free, and I do it in music. So I was watching a documentary by Dr. Umar Johnson, and it was just about the injustice to our people. And I don't think I wrote a song ever so fast after watching that. And there was another one that I watched on Netflix called Dark Skinned Girls, and that one hit me to the bone because I had all those insecurities, being a dark skinned, big nose, African looking girl walking around in New York. Thank you. I love all this African woman.
Exactly.
Now, but it was a struggle. So when I heard that, I realized the lies that we believed in, the lies I believed in, and I wrote that song in like 15 minutes. And so the words are, when I say you hate me, you break me, it's two parts because it did speak about oppression, but I also looked at it as the oppression that we do to ourselves. It's you hate me, you break me, you make me so angry. You use me, confuse me, divide me with your lies. You tell me I need you, I'm nothing without you, how can I survive? And the chorus is, I no longer feed into your lies, because deep inside my soul there's an uprise, fighting for much more than survival, enemies fit dead upon arrival. And I mean even the enemies in your mind, the ones that are telling you, like I was younger, or you're ugly, or you're too fat, or you're too, or whatever, whatnot. Even people telling me that. I mean, my grandma loved me, but my grandma said, you're such a beautiful girl. If I had money, I'd fix your nose. That's where the culture comes in with they bought into the sauce of what beauty's supposed to look like. And so for me, I know. Oh, she say too, oh, God, it was like a backhanded compliment, but she meant well. But for me, the point of the song is so that everyone could know, wait, what's the second part? I don't know if I no longer wonder who I am. I am the I am that I am. I'm gonna tell you that title. I was scared to use it because I thought this is only for God.
Yeah.
But then when you think about it, what is in us? The Spirit, God Himself, everything. And I'm like, I am not the identity that I had to try to figure out. I am the identity of my source, the one that created me. So I am that I am. So don't label me with anything else. But I am that I am. So that's the song.
Preferred Family Care, yon klinik ka bay bon servis santé nan komunote a depi plis ke 10 lani. Dr. Patrick Comeus, yon dokter ki chaje ak eksperyans, board certified nan medicine interne, ki gen an pil kompasyon ak an pil pasyans pou tout moun kapab genyen bon santé nan komunote a. Nan Preferred Family Care, nou pale kriol e nou kompon kilti Haitien nan bien. Preferred Family Care, référence clinique Paola, ak moun ko reme. Relais Chaudy a puis un rendez-vous dans 305 548 85 30. Nous tendez numéro A 305 548 85 30 et nous acceptons toute assurance et même si vous pas d'assurance, nous sommes capables d'aider.
That is awesome. So, before we listen or we hear Porsha sing a song for us, I have to do some PSAs and also thank Cooper Gallery for allowing us to be here in their space, and they have so many beautiful stuff that you can come and visit in North Miami, and you can also log into their website, which is coopergallery.info for more information. So it's coopergallery.com, coopergallery.com, and solo show by Noel Moretta. Ah, okay. So you can come and enjoy the solo show by Noel Moretta. Thank you very much, Marisol. So for all of you that are watching, visit coopergallery.com. And remember, you're watching Adjust the Volume. Talking about watching Adjust the Volume, I'm also a realtor. If you are in the South Florida area and you are looking to buy, invest in real estate, or you want to sell your home, call us at Canvas Realty, 1-800-731-2425. 1-800-731-2425, or you can visit us online at goforit123.com. Goforit123.com. And remember, this is a production of Sakpase Media. I really encourage you to support, like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Adjust the Volume. So today, for those of you, my friends, that are watching, we are here with a recording artist, Linda Porsha Estime. So remember to check her out on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay, before we get her to tell us how we can connect with her, make sure that you tune in, adjust the volume so you could hear the message from her song, I Am That I Am.
That is correct. And this is for me to go for a little part of the...
Yes.
Okay, so I kind of spoke on the first verse, so I'll go to the second verse. It's thought you were my hero, my savior, the answer to my prayers, protector, the one who'd break my fall. I see you now for who you are, a liar deceiver. Take a bow as curtains call. The show is over. I no longer feed into your lies. Deep inside my soul there's an uprise, fighting for much more than survival. Enemies for death on arrival. I no longer feed into your lies. The mirror opened to my eyes. I no longer wonder who I am. I am, but I am that I am.
I love it. I love you. I love the song. That is so amazing.
Thank you.
T'as des voix en femme, monsieur. You hear that? So, how can people listen to it, share it, book you? So, tell us more about how people can get your information and connect with you.
Okay, you can on Instagram. It's Porsha Lartiz, so it's Porshalartiz, artist with an E at the end of it. On Facebook is Porsha Music. I have a website that's under construction right now as I am rebranding, and so that's also going to be Porsha Music, Porsha E Music. There's another song I have to send to you. It's called "Take It Back." That one you'll love it.
Give us just
We have the power and dominion, and we're taking it over for the kingdom. You ever wonder why you suffer? Go through the fire, even though you pray. Lose your money, lose your faith, feeling defeated, down and disgraced. It's like you don't remember his promises to you. These trials will make you stronger, these words are true. Oh brother, don't you worry, sister, don't you forget, the work that he's begun ain't finished yet. For God is not giving us a spirit of fear, he gave us power, wonder working power, to trample the serpent with authority. He gave us power, wonder working power. You have to ride, take it back. You have to fight, take it back. With all your might, take it back. Put on the full armor of God. Now is the time, take it back. You have the power, victory is ours. Put on the full armor of the Lord.
So I said, so that I'm going to actually be working on a video for I Am That I Am. You know you're going to be getting it like as soon as it's hot off the film. And yes, and so Take It Back is already recorded, and I'm also working on that one as well. Yeah.
So, no, tell us how to connect. Remind us.
Oh, please. Please hit me up on Instagram. And I do have a number right now. I can't remember. It's a booking number. But hit me up on Instagram. Porsha Lartiz is PORSHALARTISTE. I usually go to that one most. I'm working on the Facebook. I'm definitely working on being better on that one. But it's Porsha Music. I also have somebody checking there for me. And as soon as I get all the information, I'll give you the numbers. And you guys can actually call me on my booking number.
Yes. Do you have an email address?
I do. Okay. I have studio3477@gmail.com. Studio, STUDIO. This is a businesswoman over here. She is every woman. Studio, STUDIO3477@gmail.com.
Awesome.
Thank you.
My friends, this is Linda Porsha Estime right here. And make sure you support my friend in the work that she does and making sure that she help you adjust the volume until the message is clear. So that's it for today. Until next time, remember to adjust the volume until the message is clear. My name is Guylaine Berry, and for more information, you can go to sacpassemedia.com or adjustthevolume.com. Adjust the Volume book will be coming out soon, and I love and appreciate you, especially if you like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Guylaine Berry, Adjust the Volume, and we host a show called Cause Femme. That means women's issues on the radio. That information, you can also find it at sacpassemedia.com. Until next time, invest in yourself for a better tomorrow. Thank you.